Have you ever walked into a kitchen and just found yourself staring, maybe mesmerized, at a stunning reflective backsplash, or perhaps, on a scorching summer day, experienced that almost instant sigh of relief, cool feeling of stepping onto a tile floor?
Definitely. It's such a distinct feeling.
It's a sensation many of us know well, but how often do we actually stop and think about the unsung heroes beneath our feet and on our walls? I'm talking about tiles. They're absolutely everywhere, yet they often just blend into the background, almost invisible in their utility. But today, well, that changes.
Right.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission today on the deep dive is to pull back the curtain on the genuinely fascinating world of tiles. We're going far beyond just their aesthetic appeal, which, let's be honest, is a huge part of their charm.
It really is.
We're going to truly understand their incredibly diverse compositions, uncover their surprising, sometimes counterintuitive characteristics, explore their vast practical applications, delve into what it really takes to maintain them, and even examine their environmental impact.
That's a lot to cover.
It is. This deep dive is built on a comprehensive stack of sources, giving us a detailed guide through this seemingly simple but actually surprisingly complex topic. What I've found so far is that the sheer variety and unexpected depth of knowledge here about something we might take for granted is truly remarkable.
It's true. What's fascinating here is just how much thought, engineering, and inherent material properties go into selecting the right tile, often far beyond just its initial look.
Right.
You might initially think a tile is just a tile, right? But as we journey through the different types today, you'll start to see the surprising nuances in how they're made, what unique challenges they overcome, and the profound real-world implications of those choices.
Yeah.
Whether you're designing a high-traffic commercial lobby that needs to withstand constant wear, or maybe a serene home bathroom that prioritizes hygiene and a calm aesthetic, the choice of tile has a massive ripple effect.
That's a crucial starting point. So let's begin at the very foundation. Let's establish what tiles actually are, their core compositions, defining characteristics, and maybe some of their earliest known applications.
Okay.
At their most basic, tiles are thin panels or elements used for covering surfaces. We see them everywhere, on roofs, floors, walls. Their form can range dramatically from simple, unadorned squares to incredibly intricate and complex mosaic patterns that are, frankly, works of art.
Absolutely.
And the materials, well, they're as varied as the applications. Our research shows us they're most commonly made of ceramic, typically glazed for internal uses, to add color and protection, and unglazed for more utilitarian purposes like roofing.
Right. The unglazed for grip and weathering.
Exactly. But the spectrum also includes glass, cork, concrete, and an astonishing array of natural and engineered stones.
Indeed. And if we consider the undisputed workhorse of the tiling world, the one you're most likely to encounter in countless homes and businesses, that would have to be ceramic.
Right, the standard.
Ceramic tiles begin their life in a quarry, where specific types of clay are extracted. This raw clay then undergoes a meticulous preparation process before being molded into its tile form.
Okay.
The specific recipe, if you will, for a ceramic tile often includes a blend of the foundational clay itself, along with materials like feldspar, pottery stone, silica sand, and talc. It's this precise combination that gives them their fundamental, versatile properties.
And when we talk about those properties, they're truly practical, almost universally beneficial, aren't they?
They really are.
Our sources highlight several key characteristics that have made ceramics such a perennially popular choice. For example, one of the most immediate benefits for any homeowner or business manager is that they don't retain dust or residues easily.
Yeah, that's a big one for cleaning.
Totally. Think about sweeping up crumbs in a busy kitchen or tracking mud through a foyer. The debris just glides right off, making cleanup incredibly efficient.
That's a significant convenience. Beyond that, consider the remarkable color retention. Ceramic tiles are inherently resistant to fading, even when exposed to direct sunlight or the harsh effects of UV rays over prolonged periods.
Oh, that's important.
It means your vibrant kitchen floor or intricately patterned wall isn't going to bleach out or lose its richness over time, preserving its aesthetic appeal for years.
That's a huge benefit for long-term design stability. And for areas where safety is paramount, particularly places prone to moisture or spills, what about that?
Right. For safety, especially in high traffic or potentially wet environments, unglazed ceramic tiles offer a distinct advantage. They have greater slip resistance compared to their glazed counterparts.
Okay, so unglazed equals more grip.
Exactly. This is a critical safety feature, especially in a bustling commercial kitchen or a home bathroom. Furthermore, ceramic tiles possess a remarkably hygienic profile. They do not easily retain antigens or allergens, nor do they absorb fumes, unpleasant odors, or smoke.
Huh. Didn't realize that about the fumes and odors.
Yeah, this non-porous and easy-to-clean surface makes them a superior choice for maintaining a healthy and clean environment, which is a major draw for both residential and commercial applications.
That makes perfect sense, especially for places like a kitchen, bathroom, or a mudroom where hygiene, preventing odors, and resisting allergens are absolutely key. Our sources confirm that ceramic tiles are widely used in exactly these high-traffic, high-wear areas in homes, restaurants, offices, and shops. Their inherent low cost, combined with their aesthetic versatility and practical benefits, makes them an incredibly widespread and accessible material. They're a fantastic starting point, a real everyday workhorse.
Definitely. And from this ubiquitous workhorse, let's maybe transition to its denser, undeniably stronger cousin, porcelain.
Porcelain. Sounds fancier.
It often is, but it's still clay-based.
Yeah.
The key difference lies in its composition and, more significantly, its production process. Unlike standard ceramic, porcelain uses denser types of clay. Crucially, it's baked at very high temperatures, often exceeding 2,300 degrees Fahrenheit, which is incredibly hot for exceptionally long periods.
Wow.
This intense, prolonged firing process systematically removes almost all of the water from the clay, leaving behind an incredibly hard, vitrified material. It's this super baking that fundamentally transforms porcelain tile, making it far harder and denser than ceramic.
So it's essentially a more intense, almost alchemical baking process that truly gives it superpowers. What are those resulting superpowers in terms of real-world characteristics and performance?
Well, due to that vitrification process, porcelain tiles are remarkably heavier and significantly less porous compared to ceramics. They are frequently extruded, meaning the clay is forced through a shaped opening, kind of like squeezing toothpaste,
Okay, yeah.
which results in a very dense, uniform tile with fewer impurities and greater consistency. These tiles boast an incredibly high density, making them significantly stronger and offering superior water resistance with an absorption rate of less than 0.5%.
Less than 0.5%. That's tiny.
It's incredibly low. This extreme low porosity makes them virtually impervious to water, making them resistant to heavy usage, stubborn stains, and even deep scratches. And what's truly impressive is their aesthetic versatility. They can be manufactured to perfectly replicate the luxurious look of more expensive natural materials like marble or stone, or even the warm appearance of hardwood, all without compromising on that incredible durability.
That sounds like a monumental comparative advantage then, doesn't it? If you're seeking the elegant look of, say, marble, but you need the unparalleled strength and low maintenance of something really robust, porcelain seems to step in as the ideal solution.
Precisely. This combination of density, strength, and minimal water absorption makes porcelain exceptionally suitable for environments enduring heavy foot traffic. Think bustling hallways, active kitchen floors, demanding commercial applications in retail or hospitality. And because of that remarkably low water absorption rate, literally less than 0.5%, it can be used with absolute confidence in both consistently wet and dry areas. Perfect fit for bathrooms, shower enclosures, high-splash kitchen zones.
Remarkable. Okay, now let's shift our focus to a material that doesn't just suggest, but truly screams timeless elegance and luxury. Marble.
Marble. Classic.
For many of us, the very word marble conjures images of grandeur and classic beauty. What's its unique story from a geological perspective?
Well, marble is classified as a metamorphic rock. Its formation is a truly extraordinary geological process, originating from the alteration of limestone or dolomite deep within the Earth's crust.
Metamorphic, so it changed form.
Exactly. Under immense heat and pressure, these sedimentary rocks undergo recrystallization, transforming into the distinct crystalline structure we recognize as marble. This natural, powerful process often leaves the marble irregularly colored by various mineral impurities, which, surprisingly, is actually part of its enduring charm and creates its unique patterns.
So those famous, intricate veins aren't just decorative. They're literally beautiful, visible traces of its powerful geological history and the journey it took over millennia to form.
Exactly right. Those key characteristics include precisely those visible and distinct veins that swirl and run through the stone. Beyond its captivating patterns, marble responds exceptionally well to polishing, exhibiting an amazing reflectivity that gives it that luminous, almost ethereal quality. And its beauty isn't limited to a single palette. Marble comes in a truly wide array of colors.
Oh.
You can find deep reds, striking blacks, classic white mottled and banded, soft grays, delicate pinks, vibrant greens.
Oh, quite a range.
It is. However, despite its inherent high durability as a stone, it's crucial to understand that marble demands a significant amount of time and very specific care for its maintenance. This is a critical consideration for anyone contemplating its use.
So high durability in terms of structural integrity, but high demands for aesthetic upkeep. Okay.
Right.
Where do we typically see marble used then, beyond just a grand floor in a mansion?
Historically and presently, marble is quarried and then meticulously cut into slabs and tiles for a vast array of residential and commercial building applications. It's an excellent, luxurious choice for shower floors and walls, vanity tops, and subtle recesses in bathrooms, instantly elevating the space.
Yeah, I can picture that.
It also works beautifully for kitchen splashbacks, which are less prone to direct impact or acidic spills, and for bench tops, where prep work is minimal and care is paramount. You can even find it used as elegant tabletops, both indoors and outdoors, showcasing its versatility for surfaces that don't endure constant cutting, heavy impacts, or exposure to harsh acids.
Okay.
However, and this is a critical caution we need to stress,
Right.
marble should not be used for high-use kitchen countertops, where food preparation involving acidic ingredients such as lemons, vinegars, or wines is common.
Because it stains or etches.
Exactly. Its porous nature and chemical reactivity mean it can easily stain and etch, making it highly impractical for such a demanding surface.
That's a vital distinction for our listeners. So elegant, yes, but choose its placement wisely to truly let it shine without becoming a source of frustration. Now let's talk about a type of tile that might not immediately evoke the same glamour as marble, but is nonetheless incredibly robust and resilient. Cement, often referred to as concrete tiles.
Right, the concrete tiles.
Yeah.
Very different vibe.
How are these unique in their manufacturing process?
These tiles have quite a distinctive production method. They are crafted from a precise mixture of sand, cement, carefully chosen killer pigments, and often a fine marble powder.
Okay.
This wet mixture is then meticulously poured into metal molds. Once in the mold, it's backed by a drier concrete mixture, and then this entire assembly is subjected to an astounding 2,000 pounds in pressure.
Wow, 2,000 pounds of pressure. That sounds incredibly intense.
It is. This incredible compression is precisely what imbues them with their exceptional strength and structural integrity.
What kind of characteristics does that kind of powerful manufacturing process impart to the final tile?
It results in tiles with truly superior durability and strength, making them incredibly hard-wearing. They also inherently come with great traction and, notably, offer reduced friction even under wet conditions.
Oh, interesting. Why is that?
It's because they typically lack the smooth, polished, and often slippery finishing found on many other tile types, giving them a naturally grippier surface.
Got it.
Another highly significant characteristic often overlooked is their high thermal mass. This means they absorb and store heat slowly, then release it gradually, acting as excellent insulators.
How does that help?
Well, in warmer climates, they help keep interiors cool by absorbing excess heat. In cooler climates, they can help stabilize room temperatures, potentially reducing heating and cooling costs.
That's a very clever and practical benefit, particularly in climates with significant temperature fluctuations and a real boon for energy efficiency. Now, from the robust practicality of concrete, we move to another rock-solid option, granite.
Granite, another popular one.
What is granite fundamentally in its composition?
Granite is identified as a highly condensed and solid igneous rock. Unlike metamorphic rocks like marble, granite forms from the slow crystallization of magma below the Earth's surface.
Igneous, so from magma.
Correct. Its core composition chiefly consists of about 30% quartz and a substantial 60% feldspar. This specific mineral makeup is precisely what defines its incredibly hard structure and its distinctive appearance.
And its appearance is quite distinct, isn't it? I always recognize granite by its speckled, almost granular look.
Exactly. Its characteristic appearance is a direct result of the coarse-grained, speckled mineral contents within the rock. This unique, naturally occurring vein structure also means it's genuinely difficult to find two perfectly matching granite floors, ensuring that every installation possesses a unique, natural variation in character.
So each piece is unique.
Pretty much. Furthermore, polished granite tiles are inherently resistant to scratches due to their incredibly hard surface, making them a truly robust and long-lasting option for high-wear areas.
So that covers some of the foundational elements and types, the heavy hitters, if you will.
The main players, yeah.
But the tile universe, as you hinted, is much, much bigger and far more diverse. We've laid the groundwork with the titans of the tile world. But just like in nature, there's incredible diversity beyond the main species.
Absolutely.
Now, let's venture into the more specialized, sometimes engineered, and often surprisingly unique corners of the tile universe, starting with something called quartzite. Our source notes that these are also known as agglomerate or engineered tiles. So, what exactly is their composition, given that they're engineered?
Right, so these engineered quartzite tiles are distinct from the natural metamorphic rock, also called quartzite. They are indeed composite materials.
Okay, so man-made, essentially.
Correct. They are meticulously engineered from a specific combination of resin, natural quartz particles, sand, carefully selected color pigments, and quite often, for an added sparkle, crushed mirror pieces.
Crushed mirror. Interesting.
Yeah, it adds a bit of glimmer. The optimal ratio for these engineered tiles is considered to be a dominant 93% quartz to 7% resin. This ratio is carefully calibrated to balance their aesthetic qualities with their structural integrity and performance capabilities.
That's fascinating. It's a deliberate, almost scientific engineering process to create a specific material. What kind of characteristics does this precise engineering give them in terms of practical use?
They are incredibly versatile and notably stain-proof, which is a huge advantage for busy kitchen and bathroom countertops where spills are common.
Stain-proof is a big selling point.
Definitely. When crystallized and sealed, these engineered quartzites can also be made to closely resemble the luxurious look of natural marble, offering a similar high-end aesthetic with potentially superior performance benefits in terms of stain and scratch resistance.
But are there downsides?
There are. It's crucial to be aware of their susceptibility to expansion and contraction when subjected to high heat, such as hot pots placed directly on them without a trivet.
So careful with hot pans.
Yes. Additionally, prolonged direct light exposure, especially from strong sunlight, can actually fade the color in the tiles over time. So while highly versatile and practical, they do come with specific environmental and usage considerations.
Good to know about the fading and heat sensitivity. Next up, we have terracotta. It sounds so earthy and traditional, almost ancient.
It really does.
What is its origin and what are its inherent characteristics?
Terracotta literally translates to baked earth, which perfectly encapsulates its origin. It's produced from natural clay, specifically a type that is quite porous and easily shaped, characterized by a high iron content.
Okay.
It's this iron content that, upon firing, oxidizes and gives the tiles their characteristic reddish-brown color, ranging from deep oranges to muted brick reds.
And what about its practical characteristics? Is it as durable as some of the other options we've discussed?
Yes, terracotta tiles are inherently water-resistant and highly durable. Their natural origin means they also yield many subtle color variations, offering a warm, rustic charm that's hard to replicate.
But you mentioned porous earlier.
Yes, and that's the catch. There's a crucial vulnerability to consider, especially if you're thinking about outdoor applications in colder climates. Terracotta's inherent porosity means it can absorb water.
Okay.
If that absorbed water then freezes and expands in sub-zero temperatures, it can cause the tiles to crack and sustain significant damage. This makes it less suitable for outdoor applications in regions with freeze-thaw cycles unless properly sealed and protected.
That's an important detail that could save a lot of headaches in the wrong climate.
Definitely. From rustic terracotta, let's move to something that embraces recycled beauty and creates a truly unique aesthetic. Terrazzo.
Terrazzo. Very distinctive look.
What's in it and how is it made?
Terrazzo is a truly unique and often aesthetically striking material, celebrated for its composite nature. It's essentially a mixture of various materials, commonly including chips of natural stones like marble, quartz, and granite, along with glass and other recycled chips.
So it's like a blend of leftovers almost.
Yeah.
But beautiful. Kind of, yeah. These diverse components are then set in a binder traditionally cementitious, but now often epoxy-based. The entire mixture is then cured and subsequently ground and polished to achieve a beautifully smooth surface, creating that distinctive speckled or flecked appearance.
It sounds like a mosaic of materials in itself, almost a work of art. What are its key characteristics, and does it truly live up to its long-lasting reputation?
It absolutely does. Terrazzo is renowned for its exceptional durability and long-lasting effects. Once properly installed and cured, it typically features perfectly flat edges, allowing tiles to be placed seamlessly alongside each other without any movement, creating a virtually monolithic surface.
Seamless is nice.
It is. It's also generally resistant to staining. However, it does require periodic refinishing, typically grinding and repolishing, to maintain its fresh, lustrous appearance, especially in high-traffic areas.
So some upkeep needed.
Yes. And it can be inherently quite slippery, particularly when wet, which is an important safety consideration for its application.
Good point. Speaking of mosaics, they're next on our list. When I think of mosaics, I immediately picture intricate art pieces, maybe from ancient history.
Like Roman villas, yeah.
Exactly. How are they defined in the context of modern tiles, beyond just their artistic application?
Mosaic tiles are primarily defined by their diminutive size, typically smaller than 2 by 2 inches, though they can be even tinier. Their small stature allows them to be used to create intricate inlay design patterns, detailed murals, or subtle textural shifts.
And materials.
What's remarkable about mosaics is the sheer variety of materials they can be made from: ceramic, porcelain, natural stone, or various types of glass. This incredible versatility in material allows for an unparalleled range of aesthetic possibilities, from vibrant iridescent glass to subtle earthy stone.
And their characteristics. Do their small size and varied composition give them any special benefits beyond just their artistic potential?
They certainly do. Mosaic tiles often possess excellent non-porous attributes, especially those made from porcelain or glass, which makes them highly resistant to staining and damage from harsh chemicals or the growth of mold.
Good for bathrooms, then.
Definitely. They also exhibit superior color retention qualities, meaning their vibrant hues will not fade over time. Due to their small size and typical application on walls or in low-impact areas, they don't usually require much time or effort for daily maintenance.
Okay.
Additionally, from a production standpoint, manufacturing smaller mosaic tiles often requires reduced energy compared to larger format tiles, which can be an interesting sustainability benefit, depending on the material.
That's really interesting. Small size, big impact, and even some surprising environmental advantages. Now let's talk about practicality and adaptability with vinyl tiles, which have seen a massive resurgence in popularity.
Oh yeah, LVT's everywhere now.
Right, luxury vinyl tile. What are they primarily made of?
Vinyl tiles consist of a thoroughly blended composition. This typically includes a robust thermoplastic binder, various fillers to provide body and stability, and carefully selected pigments to give them their color and design. This engineered composition is meticulously designed to give them their specific performance characteristics, balancing flexibility with durability.
And those characteristics, what makes them so incredibly practical and adaptable for so many different spaces?
Vinyl tiles are renowned for their low maintenance and scuff-resistant surface. They're incredibly durable, resisting scratches and dents from daily wear and tear remarkably well.
That's key for busy households.
Absolutely. A significant aesthetic and practical advantage is their ability to replicate a wide variety of looks with stunning realism. They can convincingly mimic the texture and appearance of woven materials, classic wooden tiles, and even natural stone, offering impressive aesthetic flexibility at a typically lower cost and with significantly easier installation compared to the expensive, higher maintenance materials they imitate. This versatility makes them incredibly adaptable to almost any design scheme.
Finally, in this section on diverse materials, we have sandstone. This sounds like a very natural, earthy, and textural choice.
It is, yeah. Very organic feel.
What's its composition and how is it formed over geological time?
Sandstone, as its name suggests, is a sedimentary rock. It is primarily composed of quartz sand grains, but it can also contain significant amounts of feldspar and sometimes smaller proportions of silt and clay.
Okay.
Its formation is a testament to geological time and pressure. It forms when loose sand is buried under successive layers of sediment, typically in ancient riverbeds, deserts, or marine environments. Over millennia, these layers compact, and the individual sand grains are cemented together by minerals like silica, calcium carbonate, or iron oxides, transforming loose sand into solid rock.
So it's essentially ancient, naturally compacted, and cemented sand. What are its key characteristics, especially given its natural formation, and are there any trade-offs to its natural appeal?
Well, while it possesses a remarkable inherent strength and can certainly last for decades if properly cared for, sandstone is also known for being a relatively porous material compared to, say, granite or porcelain.
Porous means absorbs liquids.
Exactly. This porosity makes it quite vulnerable to damage from liquid stains and can be a hospitable environment for mold and microbacteria if not sealed and maintained properly.
Okay.
It's also susceptible to warping under certain moisture conditions and can show scratches and dents over time from things like furniture movement or even pet claws.
Ouch, pet claw.
Yeah. Its naturally high absorption rate makes it prone to staining from spills, and like many natural stones, it can discolor over time, particularly with exposure to UV light or chemical cleaners. These are all important considerations for its long-term appearance and performance, highlighting the need for mindful application and consistent care.
That's quite a list of vulnerabilities, despite its undeniable natural appeal and beauty. So, we've broken down the composition and inherent characteristics of a truly vast array of tile materials. Now, let's connect all this essential information to where tiles truly transform spaces, their usage and application in the built environment.
Right, where they actually go.
Generally, how are tiles categorized for construction and what's their fundamental role?
In building construction, tiles serve a fundamental role as surface coverings, and they are broadly categorized by their primary application. We essentially have roofing tiles, which provide weather protection,
Okay.
flooring tiles, designed for pedestrian traffic and durability, wall tiles, which offer aesthetic appeal and splash protection, and partition tiles, often used in decorative or structural elements within a space. Fundamentally, there are thin panels or elements specifically engineered and utilized to cover these various surfaces, adding both function and form.
All right, let's do a deeper dive into specific applications by tile type, really showing how their inherent characteristics directly inform their ideal use. Starting again with porcelain, which we've already heard is quite the powerhouse.
Yes, porcelain's exceptional hardness, remarkable density, and its almost impossibly low water absorption rate, remember, less than 0.5%, make it the undisputed champion for areas that must endure very heavy foot traffic.
Like where?
Think of bustling commercial kitchens, wide institutional hallways, or high-volume retail environments. Its resistance to moisture also makes it uniquely suitable for both consistently wet and dry areas, including demanding applications like shower enclosures, bathroom floors, and kitchen backsplashes and floors. It's truly a material that offers both aesthetic versatility and unparalleled resilience for demanding environments.
So it's the champion for high traffic, high moisture zones where performance is paramount. What about its more common and perhaps more forgiving cousin, ceramic? Where does it find its ideal home?
Ceramic tiles, primarily due to their balanced combination of low cost, ease of installation, and significant aesthetic appeal, are commonly used in a wide range of interior applications.
The usual suspects.
Pretty much. They are a staple in kitchens and bathrooms, as well as in entryways like foyers, mudrooms, and other moderately high-traffic areas within both residential and light commercial settings. You'll find them extensively in homes, apartments, but also in restaurants, offices, and smaller shops. They are a widely adopted material in interior decoration for their practical blend of durability, hygiene, and visual versatility without the premium cost of some other materials.
Now, for marble, we discussed its breathtaking elegance, but you also issued that crucial caution for kitchens.
Yes, very important.
Can you elaborate on its suitable applications, reinforcing where its beauty truly shines without major pitfalls?
Absolutely. Marble, quarried and meticulously cut into slabs and tiles, is a preferred choice for a variety of residential and discerning commercial building applications. It's an excellent, luxurious choice for shower floors and walls, providing a spa-like feel, and for vanity tops and subtle recesses in bathrooms.
Okay.
It also works beautifully for kitchen splashbacks, the vertical surface behind the counter, and for island bench tops, where direct heavy cutting or constant exposure to acidic foods is less frequent.
So backsplashes may be okay, but not the main prep counter.
Exactly. You can even find it used as elegant tabletops, both indoors and outdoors, demonstrating its versatility for surfaces that are primarily decorative or see lighter use. To reiterate, it is crucial that marble should not be used for active, high-use kitchen countertops.
Right.
Its inherent porosity and susceptibility to acidic substances, like lemon juice or wine, mean it can easily etch and stain, becoming impractical and requiring constant vigilance in a busy food preparation area.
That's a critical distinction for our listeners to remember beauty with boundaries. So elegant, yes, but choose its placement wisely. What about the incredibly robust cement or concrete tiles? Where do they truly shine in terms of application, especially given their high thermal mass?
Cement and concrete tiles are often considered among the best choices for exterior floors and driveways due to their inherent, almost unmatched, high durability and strength.
Outdoors, makes sense.
Their naturally great traction and reduced friction, even under wet conditions, make them exceptionally safe for outdoor use in diverse climates. For commercial purposes, where resilience is paramount, they are commonly used on floors and walls in high-traffic kitchens, living rooms, foyers, dining rooms, bathrooms, and laundry rooms.
And the thermal mass.
Right. Beyond their robustness, their high thermal mass makes them ideal for passive heating and cooling strategies, absorbing heat during the day and releasing it slowly at night, which can significantly contribute to a building's energy efficiency.
Sounds like a great option for hardware and commercial spaces, given the constant wear and tear, and surprisingly good for climate control. And granite, the hard rock foundation with its distinctive speckled look.
Granite's incredible hardness, scratch resistance, and resistance to impact make it supremely suitable for high-traffic locations, both indoors and out. Polished granite tiles are frequently used on cement patios and walkways, where they add a sophisticated touch of elegance to any outdoor space, enduring the elements with grace.
Nice.
Within buildings, granite is an essential component for high-performance flooring, durable wall cladding, resilient kitchen countertops where it excels due to its non-porosity when sealed, and for long-lasting bathroom tiles and backsplashes. Its durability and timeless aesthetic appeal make it a premium choice for surfaces that demand both strength and beauty.
What about the engineered option, quartzite? Given its specific composition designed for performance, where is it most effectively utilized?
Engineered quartzite is most often used for countertops in both kitchens and bathrooms. Its deliberate composition, featuring a high quartz content, means its versatility and stain-proof nature are highly valued in these demanding areas where spills and heavy use are common.
Countertops primarily, then?
Mostly, yes. Additionally, high-quality quartzite tiles can be used as durable and attractive paving in pool surroundings, offering excellent slip resistance and aesthetic appeal. They are equally suitable for driveways and paths, providing a resilient and attractive solution for outdoor hardscaping that needs to withstand both foot and vehicle traffic.
Switching gears to something more rustic and naturally charming, where does terracotta find its most appropriate home, especially given its vulnerability to freezing?
Terracotta, as a natural and breathable building material, is generally very suitable for outdoor floor coverings in warmer, non-freezing climates, but it also has wide interior floor applications.
Indoors, too.
Oh yes, it can create a warm, inviting atmosphere in a living room, an enclosed porch, a kitchen, or an outdoor patio. It's also, historically and still traditionally, used extensively for roofing tiles, providing excellent insulation and weather protection.
Right, those classic red tile roofs.
Exactly. An important characteristic making it suitable for certain applications is that it's inherently a non-slippery material when unglazed, which makes it quite suitable for wet floors like in a bathroom. And it also possesses natural antibacterial properties, contributing to a healthier indoor environment.
That antibacterial quality is a nice bonus, especially for floors. And terrazzo, with its fascinating recycled beauty, where do we commonly see that, and how does its versatility and application play out?
Terrazzo is frequently used in public buildings due to its exceptional durability and its ability to withstand incredibly high traffic. It's an excellent choice for lobbies, wide hallways, and large outdoor spaces, where it maintains its integrity and aesthetic over many decades.
Built to last.
Definitely. Its versatility is a key selling point because terrazzo can be applied in two primary ways. It can be installed as traditional precast tiles, offering modularity, or for a truly seamless and custom look, the mixture can be mixed, poured, and finished directly on site.
Oh, poured on site.
Yes, which adds even more flexibility and bespoke design options, allowing for intricate patterns and custom color schemes.
And those tiny, artistic mosaic tiles, where are they making their mark today, beyond just the historical wonders of ancient Rome?
While mosaic tiles were indeed particularly popular and artistically significant in the ancient Roman world for intricate floor and wall decoration, their appeal and utility continue to flourish today. They are commonly used in modern residential design, notably for kitchen glass tile mosaic backsplashes, adding a pop of color or texture, and in bathrooms for shower walls or floor accents.
Little details.
Yep. Exactly. Beyond architectural applications, they're also widely used in a variety of craft projects, creating unique garden art or for fine art installations. You'll also see them adorning public spaces on park benches, and as vibrant public art pieces, showcasing their enduring aesthetic and creative versatility in both intimate and large-scale settings.
That makes perfect sense for intricate design work and adding those unique, personalized touches. And for the pragmatic and increasingly popular choice, vinyl. Where is it typically used, especially given its reputation for moisture resistance and versatility?
Vinyl tile flooring, particularly modern luxury vinyl tile or LVT, is an incredibly practical option often chosen where a significant amount of moisture is expected.
Basements, bathrooms.
Exactly, making it ideal for high humidity areas such as kitchens, bathrooms, and basements. It's also a frequent choice in commercial settings that experience high traffic or require specific environmental controls, like clean rooms or static-free environments.
Yeah.
For homeowners, vinyl has become a hugely popular option in remodels, serving as an attractive and often more cost-effective replacement for higher-maintenance flooring materials, especially in those kitchen, bathroom, and basement applications where spills and daily wear are common. Its blend of moisture resistance, durability, and ease of installation makes it highly appealing.
And finally for this section, sandstone. It sounds lovely and natural, but you highlighted its vulnerabilities earlier. Where is it typically used to best leverage its natural appeal while mitigating its weaknesses?
Despite its vulnerabilities, sandstone remains a popular and visually appealing natural choice for both indoor and outdoor flooring, adding a unique warmth and organic texture to any room or outdoor space.
It's still used quite a bit.
Oh yeah, it's often used along garden walkways, on patios, and around pools, thanks to its natural texture and appealing, earthy appearance. When cut into tiles, it can effectively cover a bathroom wall, creating a serene, natural ambiance, or be used as a distinctive kitchen backsplash in areas with lighter use. Beyond traditional surface applications, sandstone's carvability also means it's utilized for outdoor artwork and sculptures, and even for smaller decorative containers like vases, candle holders, jewelry boxes, and picture frames, showcasing its artistic utility and natural beauty.
So having covered all these specific applications, truly dissecting how each tile type finds its niche, let's summarize the overarching pros and cons of tiles in general. What does all this information taken together truly mean for someone facing the myriad choices when selecting tiles for a project?
In summary, the general advantages of tiles are quite compelling. They are almost universally easy to maintain, especially for daily cleaning, making upkeep less burdensome.
Easy cleaning is good.
Very. They are highly water-resistant, which is crucial for areas prone to moisture. Most types offer excellent durability, promising a long lifespan for your investment. And for many common applications, particularly the ceramic and vinyl, they can be remarkably cost-effective compared to other flooring and wall covering options.
Right.
These are significant benefits that make them a practical and reliable choice across a vast array of applications.
But of course, as with any material choice, there are always trade-offs. What are the common disadvantages or challenges listeners should be aware of when considering tiles?
On the flip side, tiles can often result in a cold surface underfoot, which might be a disadvantage in colder climates or for those who prefer warmer flooring.
Yeah, that cold shock in the morning.
Exactly. Many types, especially ceramic and porcelain, can be fragile and are susceptible to cracking or chipping if heavy objects are dropped on them, necessitating careful handling and occasional replacement.
So don't drop the cast iron pan.
Probably not a good idea. Most tile materials are also quite heavy, which can impact structural considerations for upper floors and significantly increase installation costs due to the need for professional handling and specialized adhesives.
The weight factor.
And depending on the chosen finish, many tiles can be quite slippery when wet and are inherently hard, which are significant safety and comfort considerations, particularly for spaces where slips are a concern or where standing for long periods is common.
So it's truly a complex balance of beauty, function, and practicality where every choice has its ripple effect. Now, let's shift our focus to the practical side of owning tiles once they're installed. Maintenance and, increasingly important, sustainability.
Right, keeping them looking good and thinking about the planet.
Let's start with the general philosophy of tile maintenance, which goes beyond just cleaning.
The overarching principle of maintenance for any material, and certainly for tiles, is to ensure that the installed system continues to run efficiently and perform optimally throughout its intended life cycle.
Okay.
For tiles, this means actively preserving their efficiency, maintaining their aesthetic appearance, protecting their inherent durability, and extending their longevity over time. It's about proactive care to protect your investment and keep your spaces looking and performing great for years to come.
Right. It's about protecting your investment and keeping your spaces looking great. Let's dive into the specific maintenance needs for each type, because it seems they vary wildly, and getting it wrong can be costly. Starting with porcelain, which we know is incredibly durable.
For porcelain, daily maintenance involves regularly sweeping or vacuuming to remove loose dust and dirt, which can otherwise act as an abrasive. Crucially, when it comes to cleaning solutions, you must avoid chemical cleaners that contain ammonia, bleach, or strong acids.
No harsh chemicals.
Correct, as these can damage the tile's surface or, more commonly, corrode the grout lines. After wet cleaning, it's vital to completely wash away any detergent residue, leaving no trace behind to prevent a dull film from forming.
Rinse well.
Very well. For tougher stains, use only gentle, pH-neutral chemical solutions specifically formulated for porcelain.
Simple enough for such a high-performance material. How about ceramic? Its more common cousin?
Ceramic tile maintenance is quite similar and equally straightforward. Begin by cleaning loose debris through regular sweeping or vacuuming. When wet cleaning, always wash away any cleaning solution residue completely. This is a common oversight that leads to streaking or a sticky film.
That residue buildup, yeah.
And to prevent water spots or streaks, it's highly recommended to dry the tiles after cleaning, especially in areas with hard water.
Okay, now for marble, I remember you mentioned it takes a lot of time to maintain, and it's quite sensitive to acids.
Extremely sensitive.
What are the specifics here, especially for preventing damage?
Marble truly requires particular care, a gentle touch. For general cleaning, consistent dust mopping is essential to prevent abrasive debris from grinding into the relatively softer stone surface.
Dust mop often.
Yes. If you choose to vacuum, do so with extreme care. Use only vacuums with soft brush attachments, avoid metal attachments, and ensure the wheels are intact and smooth without any rough edges, which can easily scratch the polished marble.
Be careful vacuuming.
Very careful. The most crucial rule for marble is to select and consistently use a pH-neutral soap or cleaner specifically designed for natural stone. Acidic substances, even common household items like lemon juice, vinegar, or harsh bathroom cleaners, can literally corrode and etch marble, causing irreparable damage. So strictly avoid anything acidic.
So no standard kitchen or bathroom cleaners for marble, absolutely critical. What if you get a specific type of stain on marble, say an oil-based spill?
For oil-based, organic, or mold stains, which are common culprits, you should gently scrub the affected area with water, a soft cloth, and a cleaning solution. However, this solution must not contain bleach, ammonia, mineral spirits, or acetone, as these can further damage the stone.
Still avoiding harsh stuff.
Absolutely. For rust stains, which are notoriously difficult, you clean it by using a poultice. It's essentially a thick, absorbent paste made from a powder mixed with a cleaning agent applied to literally pull the stain out of the stone.
A poultice, okay.
It's also wise to regularly check areas where metal fixtures or furniture touch your marble, as rust can be extremely difficult to remove once it sets in. And again, always revert to a pH-neutral soap for general cleaning to avoid any corrosion or etching.
That's a lot of specific don'ts for marble.
Yeah.
Emphasizing its delicate nature. What about the incredibly robust cement or concrete tiles? Do they require similar caution with cleaners?
For cement or concrete tiles, begin by cleaning loose debris through regular sweeping or vacuuming. You should aim to wash these tiles weekly to monthly, depending on traffic, to prevent dirt buildup.
Okay.
The absolute rule here is to never use acidic-based cleaning solutions or harsh detergents, as they can chemically react with the cement and cause irreversible damage, etching, or discoloration.
So no acid on concrete either?
Generally, no. And for those stubborn stains on cement or concrete, given their unique composition.
Yeah, what about those?
For organic and naturally occurring stains like coffee or tea, you can use a poultice with hydrogen peroxide, soaking an absorbent material like paper towels or cotton in the solution and letting it sit on the spot to draw out the stain.
Hydrogen peroxide poultice, got it.
For stubborn grout and mortar residue after installation, clean water and a soft bristle brush or very fine wet dry sandpaper used with plenty of water can be effective. For inorganic stains like mineral deposits, a liquid poultice solution works.
Okay.
Oxalic acid, a less common cleaning agent, can be used as a last resort in powder form or mixed with water, applied in circular motions, then thoroughly rinsed. But it is an exception to the no acid rule and should be used with extreme caution and follow-up sealing.
Last resort only.
Definitely. For ink stains, a liquid poultice or 35% hydrogen peroxide for light-colored concrete or acetonal lacquer thinner for dark-colored concrete can be effective. And for oil stains, a household cleaner or mineral spirits can be applied, followed by thorough rinsing.
That's incredibly comprehensive for cement, highlighting its unique needs. What about granite, which we know is incredibly hard?
With granite, you should clean up any spills as soon as they occur, ideally before they can penetrate. If the tile is protected with a floor finish or sealer, that finish must be buffed or burnished first to ensure the protective layer is intact before cleaning.
Okay. Maintain the finish.
Yes.
Yes.
For general cleaning, use a soft mop or cloth with a mild pH-neutral detergent or a natural stone cleaner. It's crucial to never use powdered cleansers, abrasive steel wool, sharp metal scrapers, or colored scrub pads on cultured or polished granite, as these will scratch and damage the protective surface, compromising its durability and appearance.
No abrasives on granite.
None.
Yeah.
And specific stain removal for granite. How does that hard surface react to typical stain-fighting agents?
Yeah.
For most stains on granite, a detergent with a neutral pH level is your go-to. If a stain is persistent, you can make a thick paste out of baking soda and water, apply it to the stain, cover it, leave it overnight to dry out the stain, and then clean it off.
Baking soda paste, okay.
If the granite is light in color, a solution of hydrogen peroxide can be surprisingly effective for cleaning stains. If the granite is dark in color, then you must use acetone as a cleaning agent, as hydrogen peroxide can lighten dark stone.
Ah, different treatment for light versus dark. Good tip.
Yes.
Okay, that covers granite. What about the engineered quartzite? Does its engineered nature make it easier to clean?
Engineered quartzite is generally quite low maintenance. It should be cleaned with simply soap and water for regular upkeep. For deep cleaning and to enhance its shine and luster, you can use a glass cleaner, which often leaves a streak-free finish.
Glass cleaner, interesting.
Yeah. Similar to granite and porcelain, it's important to remove spills as soon as they happen and not let them dry out, as even stain-resistant materials perform best with immediate attention. And always avoid applying excessive force when cleaning, as heavy impacts or strong abrasive actions can potentially lead to cracks or damage to the engineered surface.
Now, for terracotta, terrazzo, mosaic, vinyl, and sandstone, our source simply lists dust mop as their primary daily maintenance method. So it seems these types are a bit simpler to care for on a daily basis, at least according to our sources, implying a more straightforward routine.
Yes, that simplicity for daily upkeep is a significant benefit for these particular tile types, making them relatively low-maintenance choices, at least in terms of managing common dust and debris.
But there's always a but.
Right. However, it's always important for users to remember that while a dust mop covers the basics, specific spills, grout cleaning, and the need for occasional deeper cleaning or resealing for porous types like sandstone or terracotta are still considerations that apply across the board for optimal long-term maintenance.
That's a good distinction, daily, simple, but still requiring attention to specific issues. All right, now let's transition to an area that's gaining immense importance in all aspects of design and construction: sustainability in tile choices.
Yes, a really critical topic now.
What's the overarching principle of sustainability in this context, and why is it so vital now?
Sustainability, at its core, aims to balance our current needs with the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. In general terms, it seeks to conserve our natural environment, promote human and ecological well-being, while simultaneously driving innovation and creativity and ensuring our way of life is not threatened by resource depletion or pollution.
Okay.
When applied specifically to tiles, it emphasizes mindful sourcing of raw materials, energy-efficient manufacturing processes, and conscientious usage that considers the entire life cycle of the product, from production to disposal. It's vital because every material choice has an environmental footprint.
So are tiles generally sustainable, or is it more nuanced? Let's go through some of the types we've discussed and see what our sources reveal about their environmental profiles.
Ceramic tiles generally noted as being quite sustainable. It's primarily made from readily available natural materials like clay.
Natural materials, that's good.
Yes. Its manufacturing processes are increasingly optimized for energy efficiency, and once installed, it doesn't require the use of caustic or harsh chemical cleaners for maintenance, reducing chemical runoff. Furthermore, its inherent durability means a long lifespan, reducing the need for frequent replacement, and thus saving consumers money and reducing waste in the long run.
That sounds like a strong environmental profile. What about marble, given its natural origin, but also its luxurious image?
Marble, on the other hand, presents a more complex picture. While it is a natural stone, it is a non-renewable resource.
Renewable, right?
Meaning its formation takes geological timescales far beyond human lifespans. Its manufacturing and quarrying processes, including extraction, cutting, and polishing, are very energy-intensive, requiring significant machinery and power.
A big energy footprint, then.
Quite possibly. This entire supply chain, from quarry to installation, can cause a significant environmental impact in terms of land disturbance, energy consumption, and transportation emissions. So, while beautiful and durable, it carries a larger environmental footprint than many other options.
And cement or concrete tiles. We talked about their incredible strength and durability earlier, but how do they fare on the sustainability front?
This is where cement and concrete tiles offer a surprising positive. Our sources describe them as among the most environmentally friendly building materials available today, despite their industrial feel.
Really? Surprising.
It is. They are made from readily abundant natural materials like sand and cement, which is a major advantage. Their use can help improve indoor air quality by not off-gassing volatile organic compounds, and their durability reduces waste by lasting for decades.
Plus the thermal mass benefit.
Exactly. Furthermore, their high thermal mass properties, which we discussed earlier, can actively contribute to cutting down on heating and cooling bills, making a direct positive impact on energy consumption over the building's lifetime.
That's a truly surprising environmental positive for concrete, given its reputation. What about granite, another hard natural stone?
For granite, our sources indicate a positive aspect. There are typically no harmful toxins or chemicals used in the actual quarrying and finishing processes.
Okay, less toxic processing.
Correct. This is an important component of its sustainability profile, as it means less chemical exposure for workers and less environmental contamination during production compared to some other materials that might require harsh treatments. Its natural abundance and durability also contribute to its overall lifespan and reduced waste.
And then we come to quartzite, terracotta, terrazzo, mosaic, vinyl, and sandstone. Our source actually doesn't provide specific sustainability details for these beyond simply listing sustainability without further text for each.
Yeah, that's interesting. This omission raises a really important question about transparency in material sourcing and manufacturing across the broader industry.
A data gap.
Exactly. While we have detailed environmental profiles for some materials, the absence of specific sustainability information for others, like engineered quartzite, traditional terracotta, composite terrazzo, or synthetic vinyl, highlights a significant area where more data would be incredibly beneficial for both consumers and designers. As conscientious decision-makers, this gap means we sometimes have to dig deeper or acknowledge that making a truly green choice can be quite complex when comprehensive, reliable data isn't readily available for every product on the market. It underscores the need for continued advocacy for clearer environmental product declarations.
Absolutely. It's a point worth noting and a challenge for the industry. Finally, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the practical art of estimation, tile computation, and understanding the critical role of different finishes.
Like the practical stuff.
If someone is planning a tiling project, whether a small DIY backsplash or a full floor renovation, how do they even begin to accurately calculate how many tiles they'll need to avoid costly mistakes or frustrating delays?
It's a systematic process that, when followed correctly, ensures you have enough material without excessive waste or unexpected shortages. First, you accurately measure the total floor area or surface area where the tiles will be installed.
Measure carefully.
Yes. Second, you measure the area of a single tile you plan to use. Third, you divide the total floor area by the area of one tile to get your initial quantity of tiles needed, assuming a perfect, no-waste installation.
That seems straightforward enough that I know from experience there's always a little extra needed, right? For cuts, breakages, and those inevitable mistakes.
Always.
What's the rule of thumb there?
Precisely. That initial calculation is just your starting point. You then critically need to add a waste factor, typically 5–10% extra, to account for cuts, potential breakage during transport or installation, and for future repairs.
5–10% extra.
But for larger tile sizes, which are more prone to breakage or complex cuts, this waste percentage can actually go up significantly, often to 20% or even 30%.
Wow, up to 30% for big tiles.
So it can happen. This extra material is a small insurance policy. For calculating adhesive, a useful rule of thumb based on typical product specifications is that one standard bag of tile adhesive, usually 25 kilograms, covers approximately 5 square meters.
Okay, good ratio.
So you would take your total floor area in square meters and divide it by 5 square meters to estimate the number of adhesive bags needed. This helps you budget for all materials, not just the tiles themselves.
That's incredibly practical and detailed advice for anyone tackling a tiling project. Any other practical tips for installation that a beginner or even an experienced IR should absolutely know before they start laying that first tile?
Yes, several practical considerations can save immense frustration and ensure a better outcome. Firstly, you won't typically start a line of tile directly against a wall. Strips along a wall will almost always need cutting to fit perfectly, which impacts your layout strategy.
Don't start flush against the wall.
But generally not. Secondly, it's crucial to remember that walls and floors are not always perfectly straight or square, especially in older homes, which can lead to more intricate cuts and adjustments. The size of the tile itself also significantly dictates the amount of waste you should factor in. Smaller tiles, generally less than 12 by 12 inches, require about 10% waste, as cuts are smaller and breakage less impactful. However, larger tiles, over 16 by 16 inches, can require 20% or more due to the more significant cuts needed and the higher likelihood of breakage. So bigger tiles mean potentially more wasted material and more precise planning, which might influence your initial tile choice.
That's a huge point about larger tile. It makes sense they'd lead to more waste if not planned carefully. What about patterns? Do they increase the complexity and perhaps the waste factor even further?
Patterns definitely increase waste, sometimes dramatically. Intricate patterns, multi-size patterns, or those with diagonal layouts inherently create more offcuts and require more precise measurements and cuts, leading to higher waste percentages.
More cuts, more waste.
Exactly. It's always safer to overestimate slightly. And a final, simple, but incredibly effective tip. When you measure the area, always round up to the nearest foot or half meter. It's far better to have a little extra material left over than to run short mid-project and have to scramble to find matching die lots.
Oh, the dreaded die lot problem. Good tip. Those are invaluable insights that can make or break a tiling project. So we've covered the material science and the essential math. But here's where it gets really interesting. The subtle yet profound differences in how a tile is finished.
Oh yes, the finish makes a huge difference.
Our sources list several common finishes: polished, honed, natural, glossy, matte, and textured. Let's break those down, starting with what defines a polished finish, which often screams luxury.
A polished finish is exactly what it sounds like. Highly reflective, giving the tile a sleek, mirror-like, shiny look. Its benefits are numerous. It tends to be scratch and stain resistant due to its dense seal surface, shows no signs of wear or fading over time, is generally less porous, and often easier to maintain by simply wiping.
Sounds great.
This finish also excels at bringing out the rich, deep color and natural pattern of the stone to its fullest potential, enhancing its visual impact. However, the drawbacks are equally important.
Okay, the cons.
Its highly reflective nature means it tends to show dust, fingerprints, and minor scratches more easily under certain lighting. Crucially, it also has a significantly higher slip potential when wet, making it a safety concern for high traffic or damp areas.
So, beautiful, luxurious, but perhaps not ideal for a busy entry hall in a rainy climate, or a bathroom floor. What about a honed finish? How does that differ, and what are its trade-offs?
A honed finish provides a more flat, satin-like feel that is smooth to the touch but lacks the high sheen of a polished surface.
Less shiny, more satin.
Right. Its advantages are considerable. It's typically low maintenance, still offers good scratch and stain resistance, and importantly, provides significantly better slip-resistant properties, making it a safer choice for many applications.
Safer. Okay.
It offers a more low-key, elegant, and understated aesthetic, often giving the impression of a buffed or matte surface. A key benefit is that etching and minor scratches are far less noticeable on a home surface compared to a highly polished one.
Hides imperfections better.
Yes. The primary disadvantage is that it can be slightly more porous than a fully polished finish, requiring proper sealing.
That sounds like a really practical balance of elegance and durability. And a natural finish. Does that mean it's untouched by human hands after quarrying?
A natural finish, sometimes called a cleft or riven finish, truly replicates the raw, untouched look of the material as it's extracted, showcasing all of its unique markings, patterns, and inherent textures.
Like straight from the quarry.
Pretty much. It imparts a genuinely authentic and organic, almost outdoorsy look to your space, bringing the raw beauty of the earth indoors, and is typically sturdy and durable. However, this authenticity comes with trade-offs.
What are they?
The downsides are that its uneven, porous surface often requires more meticulous care and maintenance, including regular sealing. It can also have a higher purchase cost due to the quality of the raw material. Some natural stones with this finish might be more brittle or prone to chipping along their natural cleavage planes, and almost all natural stones with this finish are inherently more porous, making them susceptible to staining without proper protection.
Okay, two more. Glossy and matte. Beyond the texture, how a tile reflects light fundamentally changes a room. So let's compare two of the most popular finishes that play with light in very different ways. Glossy versus matte.
Right, the light reflectors versus absorbers. A glossy finish features a distinct, shiny surface coating, making it highly reflective. This characteristic allows it to brilliantly brighten up a space by reflecting light, making it feel larger and more open.
Makes rooms look bigger.
Yes. It's generally easy to clean, as its smooth surface effortlessly allows for the removal of soot, grime, and splashes. It imparts a sleek, modern look. However, its highly reflective nature means it more easily shows up dirt, dust, and fingerprints.
Shows everything.
It can. It can be quite slippery, especially when wet, posing a safety risk. And in certain brightly lit environments, the intense gloss effect can actually be distracting or create glare.
And matte as its direct counterpart.
A matte finish has a granular and hard surface that is deliberately non-reflective, absorbing light rather than bouncing it. Its pros include creating a rustic or traditional look, contributing to a warm, cozy ambience.
More cozy, less bright.
Exactly. Crucially, it is inherently slip-resistant due to its texture, making it an excellent choice for outdoor areas, bathrooms, and high-traffic zones where safety is paramount. It's also superb at concealing dirt, grime, subtle stains, smudges, and dried water droplets, making it appear low-maintenance visually.
Hides dirt well.
Very well. On the con side, while it hides general dirt, actual stubborn stains can sometimes be harder to remove from its textured surface compared to a smooth, glossy one. And unlike glossy tiles, it cannot open up a room or make it appear larger. It tends to ground a space.
And finally, our source also mentions textured as a type of finish, which I imagine would primarily enhance grip and add tactile interest, perhaps blurring the lines with matte in some ways.
Exactly. A textured finish is specifically designed to create a tactile surface, often mimicking natural stone, wood grain, or a subtle fabric weave. Its primary benefit is enhancing grip and providing superior slip resistance, making it ideal for outdoor areas, wet zones, and high-traffic paths where safety is a concern.
All about the grip.
And the feel. It also adds a unique visual depth and tactile interest, contributing to the sensory experience of a space. Each finish, as we've seen, dramatically alters not only the tile's appearance, but also its performance characteristics, maintenance requirements, and overall suitability for a given environment, making the choice of finish just as crucial as the material itself.
What an incredible journey we've taken through the multifaceted world of tiles. From the ancient geological formations of marble and granite to the engineered versatility of porcelain and quartzite, we've truly seen the astonishing diversity of hard materials that go into making them.
Indeed. These materials, often overlooked, play a truly pivotal and transformative role in shaping interior design and construction. They offer a rich tapestry of choices for everything from resilient flooring to protective wall cladding and intricate decorative embellishments. They contribute significantly not only to the aesthetic appeal, but also to the core functionality, hygiene, and longevity of any space, proving that beauty can absolutely go hand in hand with practicality.
And it's clear that beyond their purely decorative or structural function, tiles offer end users a multitude of tangible benefits that directly impact daily life. They can provide a crucial sense of safety, especially with those anti-slip properties we discussed,
Crucial.
and fundamentally contribute to sanitation and hygiene, which is particularly vital in high-traffic or moisture-prone spaces like kitchens and bathrooms.
Absolutely. The thoughtful choice of tiles can also subtly or overtly reflect social status and profoundly contribute to a room's overall ambiance, whether it's creating a welcoming warmth in a living area or offering a cool, serene respite in a bedroom or a spa-like bathroom. These intrinsic characteristics solidify tiles as an essential, versatile element in interior design, empowering designers and homeowners alike to craft environments that expertly cater to both practical needs and refined aesthetic preferences, often for decades to come.
It's all about balancing those elements, isn't it? The function, the form, the feeling. And speaking of balance, as we've explored this wide selection of tile materials, it becomes crucially apparent that while tiles offer so much, designers and architects, and indeed all of us as consumers, must remain deeply mindful of sustainability concerns that accompany material choices.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it raises an important and pressing question about how we, as users and specifiers of these materials, can contribute more actively to a sustainable future for design and construction.
Right.
While some tiles demonstrably embrace sustainability through recycled content or innovative, eco-friendly manufacturing processes, a significant portion of tile source materials still relies heavily on natural and sometimes non-renewable resources.
That marble example again.
Exactly. This highlights the ongoing importance of responsible material sourcing, minimizing waste, and making conscientious usage decisions to mitigate the environmental impact of indiscriminate resource consumption in our design and construction practices. It's a call to action within the industry.
So for you, our listener, as you consider the next design choice in your home or project, perhaps that kitchen renovation or a new bathroom floor, take a moment to think beyond just the look and feel. Think about how your aspirations for beauty and function can align with environmental stewardship.
Hmm.
How can we, as consumers and creators, make conscious choices that truly balance visual appeal, practicality, and the responsible consumption of our planet's finite resources? It's a profound question worth pondering as we build the spaces of tomorrow, one tile at a time.